Watching out for you in southern Colorado, some people have been working from home for almost a year now. The rollout of the coronavirus vaccine is expected to go a long way in getting people back to the office. But can your employer require you to get it? News 5's Patrick Nelson reports.
Some people aren't going to like this answer, but legally your employer can require you to get the COVID-19 vaccine. The catch is that requirement cannot override any employment laws that are already on the books. In December, the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission issued guidance stating employers could encourage or possibly require COVID-19 vaccinations for workers. However, they must comply with current workplace laws, namely the Americans with Disabilities Act and Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Local attorney and legal expert Stephen Longo says employers need to communicate with their staff and have clear policies.
The short answer as to whether or not your employer can make you get the vaccine is yes. We talked a long time ago, probably almost a year ago, about can they make you get a test before you come back to work to see if you're COVID positive or not. And it's really the same format. At the end of the day, your employer can make you get the vaccine, but it is, as we know, riddled with some regulations.
Some exceptions that may get you out of a vaccine requirement would be any medical conditions that might put you at risk or a sincerely held religious belief that would prevent you from getting the shot. At that point, employers have to make reasonable accommodations for you, like allowing you to work from home or to provide work that isn't dealing with the public.
I'll put it back on employers. This is their time to really step up for their employees. And if they are going to have mandatory vaccines, make sure that you have your policy set clearly. Make sure you're following the guidelines. Make sure you're articulating them in a way that people get. Make sure your HR department's prepared to have these conversations and answer these questions. That's going to be the biggest thing that's going to avoid litigation and everything else.
Longo says if you are a woman who is pregnant or looking to get pregnant, you may also have a strong argument against a mandatory vaccine.
Being pregnant is something that's wholly unique to women, and that is something that's employers are going to have a tough time navigating if they're going to tell female employees who are hoping or trying to get pregnant within the next year that they're going to have to get the vaccine. I think they're going to have a real hard time doing that.
If you have concerns about a mandatory vaccine requirement at your workplace, the best thing you can do is set up a call or meeting with your human resources department to get those tough questions answered and to see what, if any, reasonable accommodations can be made for you. Always watching out for you. Patrick Nelson, News 5.